fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain.
These choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be.
I never miss that fact. Taking big swings, hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.
You have your own challenges, but you can make a decision. You can either make money or you can make excuses.
You have to have the willpower to pull that power tool out that's inside of you and just go for it.
There's a lot of painful stuff that happened in my practice company. The reason why I grew up this much is because I learned a lot from them. The pain might be not my fault, but my healing is my responsibility.
It was a temporary pain for a lifetime of gain.
If you don't believe in you first, you can never ask someone else to believe in you as well. This is not a fake it till you make it, guys. Stop listening to that stuff.
My name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games. I just do it.
We need a vehicle, the fastest vehicle that we could find in this industry, and that's what? Superior.
No matter what happens, there's always something to be grateful for.
After death, to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll feel the seeds as I spread.
9.5 years ago, on January 22nd, 2014, a vision was born. A vision of freedom, a vision of righteousness, a vision of equality, a vision of becoming the best damn financial services company this world has ever seen.
Your belief will build your endurance. You know how you say to someone, hey, let's build your list. What 3 people would you call in the middle of the night if you had a flat tire or something like that? How many people use that line? Okay, are you that person for your people?
True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which you impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Greatness is hard, but folks, hard defines greatness. Continue to be great, Xperts.
Did my past dictate my future? So listen, I'm not worried about your current track record. I'm worried about where you're going. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands.
Grand Rising, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xperts. We're here today. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration.
I'm Jackie B, Cooking Index.
And we have the extreme pleasure of introducing to some and presenting to others
the host of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. He has a reputation of being a master builder. He is a 6-figure ring earner. He is a shareholder. He is also known to the family as the man of courageous conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, I'm introducing Uncle Jack.
Great morning, great morning, great morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You all know it. It's all yours.
All right. Well, it is Turned Up Thursday. We'd like to welcome everybody to the biggest, baddest CEO meetup on the planet. My name is Uncle Jock. I'm zooming in from the DMV. We got a great show for y'all this morning. Y'all know how we do it in the tip drill version of our Pass the Ball segment. And Pass the Ball is where we basically hear from our experts out in the field, all across the country, actually sometimes in between 2 countries. So we got a great show for y'all real quick. Let me get this text out. If y'all get a chance, send that last minute text out to your folks. Let them know that we are here and we are locked and loaded. So give me like 10 seconds. All right, all right, all right. All right. So with that being said, y'all know how I do. I got 3 questions for y'all. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Fired up.
And what's up?
My
income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Everybody
Get your green sheet. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheet. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheet. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheet. Everybody gets a green sheet.
Woo! All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, this is what I want to discuss with y'all. We were tried to tell most of y'all. How many of you all were on the inside the studio training last night?
I was.
Man, I'm trying to tell you,
I was.
if you missed it, you're going to be mad that you missed it. That's all I'm going to say. Because what happened last night was just a glimpse of where this thing is going, how we're going to be rocking and rolling, how we're going to be growing. So just know, as a matter of fact, we're going to do some recap. We're going to do some inside the studio recap. If anybody can come off of mute, raise their hand, let us know what you got out of the training last night. And that was just, y'all got to remember, we just scratching the surface. But what did y'all get? Let me see. Let me go with I don't know who had their hand up first between LaShonda and Marquita.
Peter can go, please.
Okay. So Marquita, what did you get from the inside the studio training? Marquita? Well, if Marquita's not going to go, LaShonda, what'd you get out of the inside the studio training?
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Number one, a headache. Y'all exploded my whole brain last night. That was so timely. Number one, we talked about and shared about branding and creating your brand, understanding what the opportunity is in the insurance space of how we can come together as a village, how we can all bring our collective and individual personalities, our gifts and talents to really feed into the social media hype, to make sure that we're able to broadcast and produce with class and with professionalism. We can change the game is where we are right now in this space. And the things that we're talking about doing, the biggest thing I think I took away from it was, regardless of what they try to duplicate that has already been done or that this group starts, this particular activity will not be duplicatable. They're going to try. They're going to fall very, very short, just because they don't have the talent that is in this group. And if you all were not on the call, it's unfortunate because a lot happened last night. I think we were on the call for maybe like 2.5 hours, or maybe I don't even know how long it was. I just know that when we got ready to get off, I wasn't even ready to get off then. I was like, look, y'all, we can just go for the rest of the night. And I'm pretty sure if y'all would have stayed on, everybody else would have stayed on. But just the sharing, the the honesty, the authenticity that people brought to the table. There were powerhouses, as far as I'm concerned. There were powerhouses who are on this call every day, who are doing training within Xperia and within different groups. And I look at them doing training, I'm like, oh my God, they're so freaking dope. And to hear them say, I don't know my voice in this space, I need to figure it out, I'm just like, oh my gosh, let me just tell you the answer. However, being a minister and understanding the process, I'm like, okay, I can't tell you. I gotta, help you to figure this out. I gotta help you to, or let you, let it be revealed to you.
Right.
So it was great the way that we were given action plans. We were given real life examples, given examples of how to use AI. I can go on and on and on, but I'm gonna let somebody else.
Save some for the rest of the people, LaShawn.
Because I will go. But thank you guys so much for that call, because I didn't hear a lot of announcements about it. I couldn't find a link to join, but every time I got on a call, it was one little piece that somebody was saying about what to do and how to get there. So thank you all so much, and it was amazing. Can't wait to see what's going to come out of this.
And just real quick, LaShonda, one thing is, LaShonda came in literally at the last, probably not even the last minute. She probably ended up getting her registration link probably like 10 minutes in. We had started already. You was making calls, and everybody was like, let's get LaShonda in. How are we going to get her in? So I'm glad that you did get to make it. And I'm telling you guys, it may have seemed like Eric and I were probably like trying to just put something together and sell it for $100. Y'all don't understand. This class that we gave y'all, we've done it many times before, and it easily can sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, or thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So with that being said, who you passing that ball to, LaShonda?
Let me see.
She got her hand up again, the one that was supposed to go first.
Okay, well, let's go with, was that
Marquita?
It's Monique.
Okay, yeah.
Talk about me.
Yeah, I didn't see the other person. Yeah, Monique, absolutely. An amazing teacher and educator, Miss Finance. So I'm looking forward to more money, Monique, giving us some feedback. Come on to the stage.
Thank you. Yeah, you talk about me, Uncle Jock Marquita.
My bad.
That's all right, because last night was incredible. And what I wanted to say about inside the studio, matter of fact, I was driving and listening on the phone, and I had to pull over and thank God it was linked to PayPal. That's how I got in. But anyway, that was so good last night. And what you guys don't remember, or sometimes don't really get, is Uncle Jock and Coach Eric have been in this for so long. And they sat down and gave us so much insight. And I was just blown away, because a lot of us on here don't want to talk, we get nervous. And I realized that we don't see ourselves like other people see us. And so Coach Eric broke me down like in 2 seconds. And I've only been with the company for 2 months, not 22, but 2 months. And so he broke down just, everything that I already do. And so I said, I was just going to say it this morning. It's like, okay, I had 5 years franchise. I own people come to me for everything, taxes, money. I do that, but I haven't been able to own it like he talked about last night. And so I really couldn't sleep last night. I was just going over the branding piece, thinking about the stuff I need to get in the office and stuff. And, we said, how y'all feel? I'm fired up for real. And guess what else? My income is up. And so since I left my other company, my income is up, like just being real. And so everything that we have here, it is a platform for us that they are given to us on a platter. So that's some of the things I took away. They're going to break down more things that we need to do intricately, specifically for each other. But the other thing I'll say, and I'll close, is that I always had a vision of being able to work with people with the same mind, the same heart, the same goal, Nobody trying to, no pun intended, jock for the top and all that. But we can work together, boost each other up, and all of us win. And that's what we
Yeah.
talked about last night. So I'm fired up, like for real.
Well, I'm glad that you are fired up, and I'm glad that you got inspired up and was able to join us and be able to translate what you got out of it. Because, like I said, a lot of people, once we kind of broke it down and kind of laid the foundation of really where this thing started from and where we're going, weren't you all able to kind of really start to see it now? Like when we talk about the stage and the platform and the talent and the award shows and different stuff like that, y'all, man, I'm telling you, we got something special here. Who you passing that ball to?
I'm going to pass the ball to um, this lady that is always fired up and always got some inspiration herself. And I know she was on there last night, so she got something to say. Takesha Carr.
Thank you so much. The money lady. Come on now. Come on with the money. I like you, Money Mo. Thank you so much. But yes, just to piggyback on you guys, those
Takesha,
a
your
little
phone's
bit.
going in and out.
Is it? Oh my God, no way. Hold on.
Doesn't sound
Let's
that way
get
to
this
me.
thing right.
You can hear her.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we
All
can hear you.
right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yes, just to talk about a little bit about this inside the studio. You guys, I am super, super fired up because we start our SM boot camp today. And there was a couple pieces in our SM boot camp curriculum that we talked about in inside the studio. So every time I can get on these calls and you guys can confirm some of the things that we've been talking about and teaching in our separate session, is always letting me know that I'm in the right place at the right time. And inside the studio was just absolutely phenomenal. I am super, super excited to hear that I probably had been doing some of that stuff the whole time, but just wasn't doing it effectively. So to be able to tweak some of this stuff that we're doing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what's up. And it's not just a training, you guys, it's literally a master class. I mean, we're sitting there, we're gonna definitely start implementing some new scripts, some training, some strategies, and we're going to become top producers and builders in this business. We're going
That's
to scale
right.
our business to the absolute top. And when we get on this call and we see our income is up, I'm like, Monique, we ain't going to be flexing. I mean, it's going to be actually for real. It's what's going on. And I am super excited to be in a front row seat where I can receive one-on-one leadership tactics, leadership tools, and learn how to duplicate this and creating just a different mindset and scaling this business up. So I'm super, super, super excited. Coach, give me the roadmap. We ready to roll.
So, Takesha, question for you.
Yes,
If
sir.
if you had to pay just for yesterday's class, what would somebody have been able to sell that for?
Hundreds of dollars. I can't even put a price tag on it. I remember telling you guys that I had signed up for like one little small coaching session, and it was a free session, right? And the idea was that after that session, she was going to continue to sell her coaching platform.
Mm-hmm.
That session that she was selling was at, oh my God, I forgot how much it was now. Oh my God, I feel like it was like $2,000. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like it
think you
was a
said two. I think you said 2 or 3,000.
yeah, I think it was like a $2,000 course or something like that, and maybe an upgrade went to 3,000, whatever it was. But I'm telling you, the exact information that you guys were preparing to share with us, and even just the insight on week one, is part of what she was already trying to put together to sell. So if she could sell what she had for $2,000 to $3,000, you guys could easily do the same thing, especially when you're getting to a place where you're gonna provide us with some equipment, really tell us what kind of equipment we need to use, and actually giving us a one-on-one playback on how to do this thing. Oh, this is about to be phenomenal. I'm through the roof excited.
I love it, love it, love it. Who you passing that ball to?
Yes, I'm passing the ball. Oh, did he already speak? Did Troy already speak? I saw his hand up for a while. Okay.
Is your hand up, Troy?
Okay,
No.
maybe not. I thought I saw his hand up before you called my name. Well, I am going to pass this ball to my sister from another mister. I absolutely adore this lady. I learn so much from her all the time, and she always wants to stay in the background and be quiet. So I'm super excited that she also has registered for Inside the Studio, which means that she's about to come out of her shell and start speaking more. You guys,
Yeah.
this lady has over 20 years of experience in this industry, and she won't even talk about it. But that's about to change. So right now,
Yep.
I'm gonna pass the ball to my sister from another mister all the way down in Alabama, Miss Cynthia Swiggett.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Takesha. Good morning, team.
Hey, Cynthia.
One of the biggest takeaways that I got from inside the studio was owning your own platform. And when you own your own platform or stage, you can bring who you want to the stage. And also the lighting. The lighting, they showed us how to do it on a low budget, and they showed us how to do it on a high-end budget, on what equipment to use, the context, and the lighting, and being professional. You want to be professional when you go out so people can recognize you. So those two of the three things that I take away. I am truly going to come out of my shell, Takesha Carr, and we're all headed to the top.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm not sure if Andre had his hand up first or
Yeah. It was
Renee.
Andre first, and then I think then Renee.
I would like to bring
But
to the stage
Jackie, Jackie
Jackie.
have her hands up. Yeah.
Oh, Jackie.
Okay.
I didn't even see Jackie's hand.
I would like to pass the.
Oh,
She's with
I keep
Troy.
forgetting that Jackie's over there. My bad.
I would like to pass the ball to Miss Jackie that knows 100% of the business. I love going to be working with you inside the studio, and we're a team of millionaires, billionaires. With that being said, Miss Jackie, share with us what you got from inside the studio.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. A well worth investment. I was super excited, just like Latronda, if I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. I was excited because a lot of what was talked about in the class, I had already been doing some of it. I don't know if you guys are aware, I have catering, have a catering business. So I do a lot of catering throughout the town. And so I was just trying to, when Coach Eric talked about platforms and branding and marketing on social media, I was like, I have a Facebook page, but I don't post. I rarely post, which means I do not have a lot of followers. So when I'm promoting the food, I take pictures and I post it on other people's page that has a lot of followers, and that's how I generate my sales. So when that was being talked about in the class, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm there. I just have to, organize it better and do this and do that. So your mind was racing while you were in the training. They were touching on so many good points. I couldn't even write it all down fast enough. I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, amazing, well done. Coach Eric, well done. Uncle Jock, this is necessary. It was needed. And I am so sorry for everyone who wasn't able to participate because y'all missing it. I am so sorry you couldn't get on, but it was amazing. Amazing.
Well, thank you for sharing. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these last three hands. So if you didn't get your hand up, you gotta wait for Eric's segment. But who you passing that ball to, Jackie?
I see Mr. Andre West.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Good work, everybody. I cannot believe how much fun we had yesterday. Now, I have paid for social media classes. Had a 12-day boot camp. Our agency leader in one of my other companies, he was making $1.2, $1.4 million a year. And he decided he wanted to go in a different route after he's made his millions and getting gold bars, literally gold bars. he decided he wanted to be an influencer. Took his 12-day course. And guess what? I didn't learn in his class some of the things that I learned in the first day of our class. Namely what? How we promote each other, how we set up our room. Yes, I got some valuable insights from the classes that I took. I have 5,000 people on Facebook. Now I have a Facebook page. Gotta get that up to the 5 digits. 5,000 on LinkedIn. But how do I turn that into cash money? That's what it's all about, people. That's what we're trying to do here. Yeah, we're being influencers. We're helping people. We're influencing lives, and we love families and your little babies. Get your meat. But you know what? My pockets is laughing at me. And we ain't got time for this anymore.
Right.
That's what this is all about for me. What it's all about for me is getting the tools that I need to go to that next level and actually finish the job. I'm so excited. I was up till after midnight last night. Thank y'all so much. This is amazing.
I know you're driving. Can you see who has their hand up? Or do you want me to pass it for you?
You know what? I can see Lady T up in here. Oh my goodness. You know, I love me some Tawana Chisley. Come on now.
Renee was next, but I'll just
go.
Oh,
Renee was next.
Renee,
okay.
Finish it out.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's just it's confirmation that I have been moving in the right direction. I just don't do enough of it. But the breakdown that Eric did with Gertie yesterday to let Gertie know that she's an expert.
Right.
That was on point.
Yes.
That was on point. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Renee.
Good morning, team. I just want to say that inside the studio was inspirational. It was eye-opening and everything that everyone else said. And one thing I did during that 2.5 hours is I Googled myself.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's talking about branding. But I hadn't really Googled myself to see how, what is my brand? Well, guess what? I have nothing. And I love the way that Eric and Coach Eric and Uncle Jock told us about how they intentionally started branding. And then when they Googled themselves, they were there. So I just think everything we're learning is just amazing. And the fact that all of us are trying to put up very attractive, very content that is very necessary and important and gets the results we need. And so I just love the class, and I thank you guys for putting it together.
Woo! Thank you. And all that attended, I'm glad that you all found a way to make it happen, because everybody that attended, watch what happens and watch the separation that ends up happening just probably in the next month or so. Now, the good thing is, for the ones that missed it, we will circle the block again and we'll run it again. But I wanted to get just some live testimonies that from the people that were there, because again, it could have came off like, oh, Jock and Erica trying to make a couple dollars and stuff like that. And it definitely wasn't like that at all. Most people don't see what goes on behind the scenes. Most people don't realize, we're intentional about identifying talent. We talked about that last night, identifying some of the talent that is on the Zoom right now. We're intentional about where we're taking the talent. We talked about it last night. We talked about how we intentionally infused education and entertainment, and that's something like for the label, so to speak, the USAX squad that attended that class. Watch what happens as we all start moving together. Watch what happens when we all start commenting on each other's posts. Watch how many people are going to start attracting to you guys from being intentional about using pull marketing and attraction marketing. All right. So I'm just excited because I know what's getting ready to happen, because Eric and I have been talking about this for about 3 years. We didn't know how it was going to come together, when it was going to come together. But guess what? It's happening now in real time. So I'm going to get out of the way and give it back to the index voice of inspiration, none other than Mr. Troy Gandy.
All right. Wow.